Welcome back again to Software Engineering Division. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm super excited to be making this video. I just want to appreciate God for me making this video, and also for you that's out there watching this video. All right, it's a privilege for me to be making this right now. As you can see, I think this is our seventh project now, by the grace of God, that we will be building using just HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And this is a basic, I think this is one of the most basic to-do list you're going to see on YouTube, right? As you can see, we have this just done using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. You can see we have the H1 head here, the to-do list, and we have our input here with a placeholder enter task. And you can see we have the first button here to add task. We have the clear button, and also you can see we have the delete button. All right, okay, I think let me refresh so we can see the whole functionality. All right, these are our defaults: a praying and coding. These are these are the two basic things I do in my life every day. First of all, I have to pray and I have to code, right, because of the vision we are pursuing. Right, this input, as you can see here, is done using HTML. This to-do list is done using HTML. The buttons, they are done in HTML. While for this test to be blue, is done using CSS. For the button to have a over effect, is done using CSS. For the clear button, for this button to be blue, is done using CSS. For this R test to be white, is done using CSS because the default is black. For this clear button to have a over effect, or first of all, the normal background color is red, while for the over is dark red, and for the text to be white is done using CSS. And for this delete button, you can see there's also an over effect, it's done using CSS. For this background color and for the shadow is done using CSS, right, because there's something called shadow in CSS to make your car to pop up. And also for this background color is done using CSS. For this just short screen here is done using CSS, using width and height to give it a fixed width and a fixed height, right? For this text, for this input to be white, is done using CSS. For it to have some round corners, is done using CSS. There's something called the border radius. All right, let's test the functionality. Since I'll talk about the HTML part and the CSS part, now let's talk about the functionalities. All right, for the functionalities, let me try to add a task. Let me see which task should I add now. Praying, coding, okay, reading, because I'm a student, I do read sometimes, I read most of the times, reading, right? And I add task. You see, because if you see that those defaults, they disappeared. Why? Because they are the default. I coded them, that's why they left, right? Let's try to add another task. Eating. Oh, I love to eat very well because I'm working, so I have to eat good food, right? I add the task. You see that this one did not disappear. Which other task should I add again? Which thing? Go to church. Did I go to church? Go to church is a task? No. Sing. I don't know how to sing, but let me just try. I'm not a chorister. Sing. Okay, let me add this task. I don't do this one. To teach. All right. And you can see, let's test the delete button. See, this is done. This is the interactivity, the power. This is the power of JavaScript. Interactivity. All this interactivity you are seeing, they are all done using JavaScript. That's why I love JavaScript. All right, as you can see, let me try to add another task again. Let me just say to sweep a task. See, they are working. Oh, for the clear button, I don't know why this clear button is not working right now. Maybe I made a mistake. All right, thank you very much once again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm super excited to be making this video, and also you can see that the grace of God, we are moving. I think my next video I'm going to be talking, I started learning React.